Bombshell Gooners, Andrea Berta has just confirmed he's going after Arsenal's dream transfer target this summer. Meanwhile, we've got a major update on a versatile young defender who could become Arteta's next signing. And Carragher has just said something about Viktor Gyökeres that will completely divide the fan base. Could we already be talking about replacing him? If you want all the details on these massive stories as we gear up for what could be the biggest transfer window in Arsenal's recent history, subscribe right now, turn on notifications, and let's get started. Let's jump straight into the first story because Andrea Berta is wasting absolutely no time, and according to Alfredo Padula, Arsenal have made a detailed inquiry to sign Julian Alvarez from Atletico Madrid, and crucially, Berta is feeling good about the Gunners' chances. This is huge, because this isn't just speculation or vague interest, this is a formal move. Berta has made direct contact with Atletico Madrid over a deal for the 26-year-old Argentine, and he is confident Arsenal can get this done. And here's what makes this story even more interesting. Berta has signed Alvarez before. He was the man who brought him to Atletico Madrid back in the summer of 2024. That personal relationship could be absolutely decisive in getting this deal over the line. Now let's be real about the competition. PSG have also made inquiries, and after winning the Champions League, they will be a massive pull for any player. Barcelona have been pushing hard too, though their financial situation makes a deal far from guaranteed. But Arsenal are right in the mix, and Berta's confidence is genuinely encouraging. The price tag? Atletico Madrid value Alvarez at around £112 million. That is a serious number, but think about what you're getting. A World Cup winner. A player who thrives in big moments, a forward with elite technical ability, pressing intensity and versatility across the front line. Despite already having Kai Havertz and Viktor Gyökeres in the squad, Alvarez's unique profile makes him the dream addition. And we'll get to why that matters even more later in this video. This signing would send a statement to Europe that Arsenal mean business. Berta, get it done. Now let's talk about a name that might not be on every Gooner's radar just yet, because according to The Athletic, Arsenal are interested in signing Eintracht Frankfurt defender Nathaniel this summer, and this one has Arteta written all over it. The 22-year-old is one of the most exciting young fullbacks in European football right now. He's a German international, he's part of Julian Nagelsmann's squad for the World Cup, and Frankfurt are looking for around £55 million to let him go. Now, I know what some of you are thinking, another left-back? But hear me out, because what makes Brown so interesting is exactly what Arteta has always prioritised: versatility. While he is naturally a left-back, he has also played as a wing-back, a wide midfielder, and even in more central areas. That kind of flexibility is gold in a long, demanding season. Look at what he produced in the Bundesliga. 9 goals in his breakthrough season, then 4 goals and 4 assists this campaign. A left-back with those numbers is not just a defensive option, he is an attacking weapon. The fit at Arsenal makes complete sense. Riccardo Calafiori's injury record means the Gunners have already had to carefully manage his minutes, and Brown is the ideal rotation option. Someone who pushes high, carries the ball aggressively, and doesn't cause a drop in attacking output. That's not a downgrade, that's elite squad depth. There is a major obstacle though: Bayern Munich. As ever with Bundesliga talent, the Bavarians are lurking. Any deal involving a Bundesliga club and Bayern Munich in the race is automatically complicated. Arsenal will need to move quickly and decisively, but Brown fits the profile of every player Arteta has signed at this club. Young, athletic, versatile with a sky-high ceiling. If Berta can pull this one off alongside Alvarez, this transfer window is already shaping up to be something special. Now let's talk about Viktor Gyökeres, because Carragher has just said something on the overlap that is going to hurt, but honestly, he is not wrong. Speaking about what Arsenal must do this summer, Carragher was brutally direct. I think you still need a centre-forward and a winger. I felt that a year ago, and I still feel the same now. Even though you've won the Premier League, I still think there are probably areas where you could improve. That is a damning assessment of a striker who cost £63 million and scored 21 goals this season. And yes, Gyokeres will not enjoy reading that. But let's look at the evidence, because the Budapest final told us everything. The numbers against PSG were shocking. In 54 minutes, Gyokeres completed just 6 passes and lost possession on 10 occasions, 10 times, in a Champions League final. A striker of his size and physicality should be making the ball stick, holding up play, bringing others into the game. That simply never happened in Budapest. And Carragher's point about the tactical setup is one that cuts deep. The gulf in quality in possession between Arsenal and PSG in that final was visible to everyone watching. PSG had Kvaratskhelia, Dembele, Doué, players who could conjure something from nothing. Arsenal's attack too often looked predictable and easy to defend. Now, to be fair to Gyokeres, 21 goals in your debut Premier League season is genuinely impressive. He is not a bad player. He remains a useful asset. But useful is not the same as elite, and Arsenal need elite if they want to go from Champions League finalists to Champions League winners. That is exactly why Berta is pushing so hard for Julian Alvarez. The Argentine offers something completely different: movement off the ball, relentless pressing, technical brilliance in tight spaces, and the mentality of a serial winner. That is the upgrade this attack desperately needs. Carragher said it. The Budapest final confirmed it. The time to act is now. Paul Scholes gives his verdict on Marcus Rashford to Arsenal amid transfer links. Speaking on the good, the bad and the football, Scholes was informed by Paddy McGuinness that Rashford had been linked with Arsenal. Scholes' reaction was telling. "That would be a great move. That would be a great move for both," he said. Declan Rice has previously spoken glowingly about Rashford, and despite his obvious affection to Manchester United, there's no good reason why the forward wouldn't want to make the switch to North London. The culture Arteta has built, the ambition the club has shown, and the success they have achieved make the Gunners a compelling destination for any top player. Scholes' enthusiasm is understandable on the surface. Rashford had a productive season at Barcelona, 14 goals and 14 assists in 49 appearances, and at 28, with a point to prove, he could yet rediscover the form that once made him one of the most exciting forwards in England. But United would not want to sell to a direct Premier League rival, and any deal would command a significant premium on top of Rashford's enormous wages. While his talent is undeniable, his inconsistency throughout his career is a legitimate worry, and Arsenal have been burned before by high-profile signings who looked exciting on paper. Plus, Rashford has shown he isn't the type to go the extra mile when out of possession, a trait that Arteta simply will not stand for. Paul Scholes might think it would be a great move for both, but whether the Arsenal manager agrees is another question entirely. Now I want to hear from you. Do you trust Berta to get Alvarez over the line ahead of PSG and Barcelona? Is Nathaniel Brown the right profile to rotate with Calafiori? And is Carragher right? Does Gyokeres need to be upgraded? Or is that too harsh on the Swede? Drop everything in the comments right now. I read every single one, and your debates are always absolutely electric. Let's build this together. And if you want every Arsenal transfer update as we push to go one step further next season, hit that subscribe button right now. Smash it and turn on notifications. Budapest hurt, but we are coming back stronger. Until next time, Gooners, come on you Gunners.